And today we have a very interesting topic, which is how do we make the students the best version of themselves?
You talk about best version of yourself. This quote comes to my mind. Why fit in when you're born to stand out? So it's so important for us to find out what is that uniqueness about us. The best version of me would not be, becoming the president of the country, but becoming something that makes me happy. Okay, so I think somewhere as we go deeper into the meaning of being the best version of yourself and what it means to a student, a child, who's in school, wanting to grow, wanting to be successful.
Educationist, that what is our objective to be an educationist is to bring out the behavioral change so that each student, every student, aim of objective of education is to elevate themselves, whether it is scholastically, whether it is spiritually, whether it is emotionally, and in every way. Okay, and skillful. Being skillful means transcending yourself in every. So students should be taught to compete with themselves only, nobody else. That if I am here, so I have to compete and make a, better version of myself. That has to be taught in the class, taught in every class, directly or indirectly. That can be integrated in every subject. That whenever students are doing better, they should be appreciated.
If we look at Sri Aurobindo and the Divine Mother's teachings, they believe that we are still in the process of evolution, and therefore every time transcending to go further into becoming that supramental.
We need to guide them. These are kids we are looking at, right? So I think a feed forward is what is very much needed, instead of falling into the pattern of giving them a feedback at the end. Not at the end of 14 years, we give them a feedback. Okay, you should, you are only fit for doing this. You are fit for doing that. Let us start young, catch them young, and make them what really can make them.
So the good points which we have to inculcate in them should be right from the parents' side, and for the teaching fraternity, we have to give to them. They should be able to speak up their minds. The parents should not push them. Okay, no, you have to go to the music line, or you have to go to the export house line, or you have to become engineer, you have to become a doctor.
I feel it's already there in them. They are already the best versions. Yes. But that is what we need to do as teachers, as educationists, and as guides and mentors, that we need to show them the right.
A perception of the teacher makes a big difference. Very often a child at a very young age gets branded as being disruptive or chaotic, and is treated in that manner throughout his education in school, but we find often that such children are often some of the most imaginative, creative souls, and if they're channelized in the right direction, if the disruptive behavior is identified correctly and channelized,
friend. At times you need to be friendly with them. At times you need to listen patiently to them, what their problem is. And we need to be a good mentors or a good guide to them.
Disruptive behavior. Because, every child's misbehavior is a way of the child wanting to tell us something. So listening to that misbehavior is extremely important, because the child is wanting to say something to that. What we do is that we actually react to the situations. We do not respond to the situation. But our way of dealing with such situations should be responding.
School is the most formative, place for them, not just to learn, but also to shape their personality, their behavior, how they're responding to various, stimulus that are coming from outside. In school, everything is structured. This timetable, this is the time you get up. This is the time you have your tiffin and math class and science class. The moment they step out, the world of discretion is going to open up for them. And if we don't build a strong foundation during the school days, if we're not able to build that confidence and tell them that, yes, you are unique. The problem is not with the child, it's with us. Let's find out what is the best thing about you. What do you think is your strength? What is it that you like doing? You know, as parents, I've seen so much, because the child is exposed to so much of peer pressure, parental pressure, and how we're putting pressure is, okay, so and so son and daughter is doing this, so many hobby classes, what are you doing? She's in tennis, she's in swimming, what are you doing? The fact is that the child might not be too great in swimming, but she might be great in piano, you know, or she might be a great.
So correct, because all what we do as parents is we do a very we do a very wrong thing with our kids, is by putting all our desires, all our unfulfilled dreams into their kitty.
So there are three things I picked up from that. First thing, now we were talking about the expectation, parental. I was thinking that parental expectation always hurt. And it's not only hurt the parents, it's also expectation hurts really hurt. So expectation hurt, but at the same time, if you understand, if you have no expectation from your child, so what do you have? So it's all on. So balancing out what we have to have expectation from our children, but how much? That is very important. Okay, because if you don't expect anything, I don't expect from anything from you, means you are good for nothing. Up to 8 years of age, that what our foundational stage NEP has considered also. Up to 8 years of age, student's brain is maximum is 85%. These are biologists, so they learn from their surrounding atmospheres. They learn from the ecosystem. So this is a very important thing. So what we are teaching them up to the age of 8 is very important.
First thing, and also we need to tell our teachers to, throw more open-ended questions, like, this is yes or no. So there are many times when a child wants to participate, but then before to that.
So for us, every child is unique. In India, actually, 83% of the career decisions are taken by the parent and not by the child. And imagine career being the most important confidence to do it. And another good thing that I've actually from this conversation that comes out is that why to gauge a child only on 1 or 2 skills or 1 or 2 subjects. With our report, which has around 54 traits, okay, if my child is not, he's normal or say average in maths, he or she is excellent in reading, she is great in music. So this immense array of professions